Hello, welcome. Adam Parrish here from bridgewinners.com, and we're going to start our series on learning to play bridge. Bridge is really the best card game that there is, maybe the best game that there is. So you are embarking on a great journey that you're going to be able to enjoy for the rest of your life. So let's get started. So, starting at the very beginning, bridge is a game for 4 players. It's a partnership game. So you will sit across the table from your partner, and we call the partners north and south and east and west. We deal out all 52 cards of the deck, and each player gets 13 and sorts their cards into the suits. So your spades go with your spades, your hearts go with your hearts. Ace is the highest card, king, queen, jack, 10, all the way down to the deuce. So the play of a bridge hand consists of 13 tricks. What's a trick? Well, a trick is a collection of cards, one from each player. If you've played spades or hearts or something like that, you'll be familiar with a trick. So someone leads a card, and everyone else must follow suit, play a card of the same suit. The play goes clockwise, and whoever plays the highest card in that suit wins the trick. If you can't follow suit, if you don't have any cards in the suit that was led, you can play any card that you would like. But you're not going to win the trick because the trick is won by the person, the card that's the highest of the suit led. And so whoever wins the trick leads to the next trick. So here, South leads the king of spades, and West follows suit with the 3, North plays the 7, East plays the deuce. The king of spades is the highest one, and so South wins the trick and leads to the next trick. So they tried the queen of spades. This time West doesn't have any spades, so they can throw anything that they want. They choose the 3 of diamonds. So now North plays the 10 and East wins the ace. So East wins this trick with the ace of spades, and now East leads to the next trick. For the purposes of scoring, a trick is won by the partnership, right? So if I'm playing South and my partner North wins the trick, that counts towards our side's trick total. However, in terms of who leads next, it's individual. So if my partner wins the trick, he's on lead for the next trick. When the trick is over, you keep your card in front of you, and if you won the trick, you turn it vertically. If you lost the trick, you turn it horizontally. Remember, it's as a partnership. So in this scenario, North-South won the first trick, but then East-West won the second and the third. Now at the end of 13 tricks, we look at this stack of cards and total up who won what. So on this one, North-South won 5 tricks, and East-West won 8. Now, before the play even begins, there's something called a contract that is decided upon. And the contract determines how many tricks each side needs to take. And the number of tricks that each side needs to take will always add up to 14. So only one side can actually fulfill their contract. So on the previous hand, let's say that East-West, their contract was to take 8 tricks. Okay, well then they have fulfilled their contract. They took their 8 tricks. North-South was trying to take 6. They did not succeed. But if the contract had been for 9 tricks and North-South needed 5, North-South fulfilled theirs, but East-West did not fulfill theirs. How do you determine the contract? Well, before the play begins, there's something called an auction where the contract is determined. We're going to get to that in a later video. For now, what you need to know is that each side has a goal of tricks they're trying to take, and the one who succeeds, that's the one who's going to win points. Now there's another concept which is trumps. On most hands, there is a special suit that is decided upon. This is part of the contract. And that special suit is called trumps, and it beats all the other suits. So if you cannot follow suit, you can play a trump. You don't have to, but you can, and a trump card beats any card of the suit that was played. So on this hand, South leads the king of diamonds, and West, having no more diamonds, plays the four of spades. If he had more diamonds, he'd have to play them. All right, you have to follow suit if you can. So if spades is the trump suit, this four of spades is going to beat the king of diamonds and is going to win the trick, unless someone else doesn't have any diamonds either and can over trump. So in this case, North's five of spades over trumps and is going to win the trick. So the contract determines both what the trump suit is and how many tricks you have to take. Now, the side that gets to select the trump suit, they have to take the majority of the tricks. There's also the option of playing in no trump, with no suit as trumps. So the side that chooses the trump suit is called the declaring side. And the first six tricks are kind of assumed because they have to take the majority. We call that book. And so the contract is the number of tricks above six that they're going to take. So a contract of one spade means that spades is the trump suit, and the declaring side has to take 7 tricks, 6 plus 1, which means that the other side, the defending side, is trying to take 7 tricks as well. If the contract is 4 hearts, that's 10 tricks with hearts as trumps. So the other partnership, the defenders, is to prevent the declaring side from making their contract. So a 3-club contract, that's 9 tricks for the declaring side. So the defenders want to take 5 tricks. All right. So here, we saw this before. East-West took 8 tricks, North-South took 5. If East-West were the declaring side and 2 spades was their contract, they would have fulfilled their contract. They took their 8 tricks, they would win points. But if the contract were 3 clubs, they needed 9 tricks and they didn't get it. And so North-South, having defeated them, would win points. Now the next thing that makes bridge really unique is the dummy. So only one player on the declaring side actually plays the cards. We call that person the declarer. And his partner is the dummy. The dummy's hands are put face up on the table for everyone to see. And when it's the dummy's turn to play, the declarer calls a card from the dummy. So here, South is the declarer. North has put his cards up on the table for everyone to see. He's the dummy. The trump suit is always placed on declarer's left, dummy's right. So here, spades is the trump suit. So what we've just basically learned is whist. Whist is the predecessor to bridge. Now, it was played without a dummy, and so what we're playing is basically dummy whist. It's a great way to start learning, and the best place to go to practice this is a website, synrey.com, SYNREY. They have a game on there called Whist, and it's just like this. That's exactly what we're doing. So now, let's take a look at a full hand. So here, South is the declarer, and the contract is 4 spades. So they need to take 10 tricks with spades as the trump suit. So West is on lead and leads the ace of diamonds. Everyone has to follow suit, and so the ace of diamonds wins the trick, and West leads to the next trick. They lead the king of diamonds, but South doesn't have any diamonds and plays a trump, the 3 of spades, and wins the trick. So now South starts playing trumps. You can lead trumps at any time, and often that's a very good strategy for declarer. The last thing you want is the opponents being able to trump in on your winners. So he leads the spade, East wins the ace, and tries a heart. So declarer wins that with the king and the dummy, and plays another round of trumps. And when everybody follows suit, that's all the trumps. So he goes about playing the hearts. And notice here, when he plays the jack of hearts, he has the ace and the queen in his hand, but there's no reason for him to play them because the jack is high. The jack is going to win the trick, and it's a partnership game. As long as the partnership wins, that's enough. So now He can play the 8 of hearts over to his ace and queen and win those tricks. He takes the ace of clubs. He plays a club. East takes the king. And now the hand is over. South has only trumps left. There's no way he can avoid losing the rest of the tricks. And so he claims. He puts his hands on the table and says, that's it. I have the rest of the hand. The tricks, the hand is over. So there you go. There's an introduction to bridge. I really encourage you to go to that cinray.com website, try the whist game, and you are at the beginning of your journey towards just a great experience learning bridge. It really is a fantastic game. So thank you for joining us. I hope that you tune in to the next videos in the series. I'm Adam Parrish from Bridge Winners. See you later.